Hey, what's up? What's up, y'all? Did you all miss Daddy? We haven't streamed in a while, have we? We'll get in here and get a little bit of work done. What's up? What's up? Leafs in the building. Get some music going here. Let's get some calming music going for a calm Sunday Suyana stream. This is a good chill way to end our weekend, right? What's up, Cabe? What's up, Carlisle? Cypress? Oh, Jay? Silver Fox? Basic Builder. That little nerd's here. Well, really, I'm not feeling like working on Leaf's Riverwalk necessarily right now as much as I want to start working on the food court, I think. If you know what I am saying. What's up, Claire? Claire said I need to go through and show you all some of my old Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 builds, but the problem is that was like 4 hard drives ago. I have no idea where that hard drive is or that computer. They are long gone. I did not know we had the river otters combined with the tapirs. I don't think they're supposed to be. I think the tapirs are supposed to be in here, but somehow they've crawled over and gotten in here. Whoops. Hey, what's up, Andal? Oh, Jay's working. That sucks. I gotta go back to work tomorrow. We're getting audited tomorrow too, so I'm gonna have a wonderful Monday. Need to get some trees out here for these guys too. Oh, I don't think so, Jay, because that was back when we played with the CD. There was no Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 on Steam. We played with the straight up CD back in those days. I don't even have honestly, I don't even have a CD-ROM now. Like when I was building this PC, I was like, why? I don't know, there's so many little nitpicky things we can do in this zoo. Like things that are older, that I don't like anymore, or, you know, things I did a long time ago, and we've practiced more now. This is our little splash pad we built, remember? The little hippos and the river otters in the water. Like this would be a fun little place to take the little ones to cool off back in here. Because you can probably figure it would be pretty hot in our little jungle here. Planet Coaster? Yeah, this was even before the Planet Coaster days. We were deep into some Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Oh, I forgot, Suyana. I forgot we had a little baby. Oh my goodness. Oh, you were back in PZ, Cybers? Yeah, I have not gotten a lot done in Planet Zoo, honestly. But, you know, I'm still kind of holding out to see what kind of announcement we get for the next DLC, you know? So I'm just kind of, you know, kind of back and forth, like, don't really want to start a bunch of stuff. Because remember, I want to start like remember what Bold was calling Little Creek? Where we can, we're going to start like the little farm. Like the little farm zoo. I kind of already even halfway started on one of the little habitats for it too. You might have seen like maybe a week ago, I did that really like realistic, koala bear habitat. I think that's going to be more in the vein of that farm build. I think that is kind of going to be what we're going for. That was our little tunnel we'll cover up. You know, there's so much I like about Suyana, but there's so much that I did sloppy in Suyana too, you know. I mean, just looking back, and we've gotten rid of a lot of stuff. But I absolutely love what Bold and P-Blade got in here and got done for me. It just, like, you can't take a bad screenshot of any of that. Oh, see how the African elephants are doing? I think they're still doing okay. Here's our little restaurant. A little baby. Do a little one-off build. We could do that. Because I keep messing with the idea of a food court, but you You know, I kind of want to do a food court right here. But I just kind of keep going back and forth on how big I want it to be, or, you know. Suyana still has a lot of work to be done. You know, to get something done here, though, it's like... This is one of those zoos where you have to get up on like a Saturday morning and start on it and spend like a few hours on it. You know? I actually wanted to stream yesterday, but our garage was an absolute disaster. Like, we hauled away 3 truckloads of... we hauled away 3 truckloads of just cardboard and junk and trash. And so we just kind of spent all day messing with that. And I didn't really get a chance to come in here and play much. I don't think the next DLC will be birds. It'll probably be some Tropic or Central America. I think Frontier will give us birds on 2.1 DLC to regain players back from Prehistoric Kingdom. I'd play more Prehistoric Kingdom if they would just let me change the controls around. Here's my little koala habitat we did. Or I started. See, this is kind of like in the vein that I want that new zoo to be. Remember where I said it's going to be on a little farm? Kind of just out on its own. But they like rescue animals. Maybe we could even do something like this, you know, when I do this, like do some kind of, you know, desert or Australian type farm area, you know? Like, 'cause I don't think we haven't really done any projects as far as deserts go, like since Zoo came out. But I just want to kind of try this style again. Just a little more budget focused. Like, this farm takes donations, and you know, they're not like a big multi-million-dollar zoo operation. You know what we could even try to do? We could try to do a little, like their little farmhouse tonight, maybe out here in the desert, kind of near the koala thing, because we can, you know, we can blueprint all these even if we don't start building here. But I need like a little, I need their house. I kind of started working on this as a little, I was thinking like a Batu type area, like, you know, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. This doesn't have anything to do with the Little Creek farm, but this is just like something I was thinking, like if like Star Wars had a zoo, like if there was a zoo on Batu, this could be like the entrance to it. Here's a little droid I built. Gave him little tires. Huh, the textures are coming in a little weird on that, the rock pieces. Wonder if they've updated them or something. Oh, there we go. Yeah, zoo on Batu. If I were apt enough, I'd totally make you Womp Rats and Banthas. Alright, let's try to find some cons. Let me try to find like just some little, like a farmhouse kind of. Something to go off of real quick. Maybe try to do us a little farmhouse. Pew, pew, pew. Because, you know, we don't want to do like a mega mansion for these people either, you know, like we're thinking like a lot of their funds go to running the zoo, you know. Of course, I like the idea of I don't know if I want to build in the desert, because I like the idea of like a Pacific Northwest type of zoo, you know, or type of farm, homestead area thing. I feel building in the desert like it could restrict me going down the road, you know. In Kanto, well, we already pulled that off. Thank you guys for getting that to the top of the workshop. That was awesome. Let's see here. Nothing's just jumping right out at me. Kind of like to do let me look for old style farmhouse, like we need some like old farmhouse like charm. That one may kind of work, just make it not look so dilapidated. Like, I mean, at least it gives me something to go off of. Hold on a second, guys. I'm thinking here. I'm thinking. might not be too bad. Might not be too bad at all. And don't let Claire fool you. That's exactly how she says it. At all. Hey, what's up, Becca? Thanks, Cabe. We may get this on the workshop. Little House on the Prairie. That would kind of work. Taja, North America. You guys didn't know we might actually be starting Little Creek if I can make this look right. You guys just thought you were in for a Suyana Sunday. Suyana is just so daunting though, like, it's so massive now. You know what I could do is, do it like a gravel path, but make it to like this is like the driveway almost. And then we can do trees and stuff on each side and rock work. But just make this like the drive up to the farm. Primal's in the building. My little goofball, Primal Gamer. Kind of want to make like maybe the road go up a little bit and the farm will kind of sit a little higher than down here, kind of on the main level. Because you got to remember, this is going to be private property. Ooh, could have a little bridge maybe and have a creek kind of run through it, like under here, parallel with the road. I really like that mod that Leaf was showing off a couple days ago, that technique they've learned about like building bridges, like building null bridges. That was cool. Did you guys see that? That was really cool. do our own support. Of course, this probably would look better if the bridge actually flattened out. You know. There we go. The creek will eventually come underneath here. Months. Thank you, Claire. Feels like 15 years. How long have you known me? Probably 10? No. Probably when did you start watching my Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 stuff? In 2013, 14? Because I started my channel in 2013, but I don't think I really started recording anything until like 2015 or 2014. Too long. Claire's been around since the Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 days. See, the creek is the road's kind of going to follow the creek up to the farm. Way too damn long. Thanks, Leaf. Leaf with the big 15 months. I remember your videos were like 3 minutes long and you just had dodgy music and no voiceovers. Yeah. That was back like when every one of my videos would have copyright claims. Because I would just, I'd just play any song that I liked at the time. I would just make a video to it. Like I would just do my little Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 time lapse and just add whatever song I was listening to. Don't really do that nowadays. I mean, like this Epidemic Sound, I pay like $15 a month to have it. It's awesome. But, when you pay for something like that, like every month you pay the $15, like you want to get your money's worth. So there is no more like Metallica or, anything like that. Every once in a while, like if there's just a real quick little cinematic video I have, and I'm like, I just really want to use this song, I'll do it. But for the most part, no, I use, Epidemic Sound. The only thing nowadays, too, is when I get these builds and we put them on the workshop, like, I don't think I'm gonna update this, like, every so often. This will just be because I'm probably going to use mods, like as far as the scenery and stuff goes, and maybe even animals. I'm going to have to get a big mod list together of everything you'll need if you wanted to play this. Because for one thing, I know I'm going to want to use the rock pieces that we just got. You know, that's a given. I think this will be pretty cool. This little road, this little creek will kind of lead you back to their farm. What's up, Savannah Banana? What's up, Max? No, Max, I just kind of snuck everybody in to Suyana, and then we decided to start building on a new little project. Now, Cybers, I'm going to need your, I'm going to need your foliage expertise in this at some point. So you're going to have to get ready to flex your Planet Zoo muscles again. But you know, I might have to hold off on mods for a while, especially like if Cybers comes in and helps me and stuff like that, you know, just it might be kind of a little daunting to keep up with mod lists and stuff, you know, like, oh, wait a minute, I use this, so you're going to need to download this, this, and this, and this. Yes, Cybers, I think Little Creek would be right up your alley, helping me decorate with this creek and stuff. Yeah, DLCs, they're going to be happening probably soon. You know, I still haven't heard anything though. You know, kind of getting into March like this, I would have thought maybe I would have gotten an email by now, or, you know, at least, you know, a heads up like, hey, this is coming. Do you want to help us cover it? But I have not heard anything yet. So, but you know, too, they've got the big, like, what we're assuming is going to be the F1 announcement in the morning. On Tuesday, they're releasing the next DLC for Jurassic World Evolution 2, and they're giving us, you know, more sandbox freedom. As a matter of fact, expect a Jurassic World Evolution 2 stream this week. because with Suyana saying that they are opening up a bunch of sandbox freedom to us, I am going to jump in and give it a try. Wait, this is a new project? Yes. Remember, this is Little Creek. It's gonna be like a little realistic farm build where the little couple, they live out here on this farm and they take rescued animals and stuff, and they have like a little zoo out here, like with a Pacific Northwest type flair. You know, Savannah, this is kind of going to be in the little bit of the vein of, you know, kind of like Pine Mountain, but it's going to be probably even lower budget than that. F1, more like L1 because you can't drive. That's true. Because remember, it's going to be a it's a management game, you know. It's not like Frontier's not doing a Horizon 5 type game. This is it's just a management sim for F1 racing. So not really my bag. Don't really think I'll be messing with that, but we'll definitely be jumping into some Jurassic World Evolution and trying out what they're thinking going to be opening up to us as far as turning scientists off. All dinosaurs are going to be available. You know, you can just turn it on and the dinosaurs are going to be available. So with respect to that, I've got to give it a try. You know, did they give me a key? No, I haven't asked for one. But at the same time, you know, you'll get my honest opinion. Of course, I give you my honest opinion every time anyway, but this will not be like, here, we gave you this key, please talk nice about our game. Which, too, Frontier's never done that. You know, they've never, like, sent me a key and been like, please cover this, you know, with rose eyes, you know. They've never said that. It's always just like, hey, do you want to cover this for us? I mean, I'm sure at some point if you continuously crapped on their game, you know, if they give you a key, you probably wouldn't be high on the list to get more keys, but I've never really had that issue. And I really think like what Claire and I make fun of with the Jurassic World Evolution key, I think that's the only bit of weirdness that's ever happened with me and them. But Frontier's always been cool to me. ZZ's had a pretty good track record of announcement dates. He mentioned it'd be either the 15th or 22nd for Zoo. That would make sense, just because that would get them out of the way of these other launches. But nonetheless, Frontier's going to have a busy week, aren't they? They are going to have a busy freaking week. long as I get my gibbons. The little rocks popping out of the water. Yeah, and we're going to get some VFX in here. Well, Silver Fox doesn't really like me mentioning the JWE stuff too much, but no, it was one of those times where, you know, we were hot and heavy with all things Planet Zoo or Planet Coaster, and it was just one of those deals where they said, you know, if you want to cover Jurassic World Evolution 2 or Jurassic World Evolution, reach out to us. There'll be keys and we'll, you know, let us know. And of course I did. And they said that they didn't have any keys left. And I just, you know, I was kind of in my feelings about it. And I was just thinking like, you know, I covered Planet Coaster for you, blah, blah, blah. And, they just said, you know, they were out of keys. And I just took it way personal and got really salty. But, you know, they only give them so many to give out. And at the time, you have to remember, this was the Planet Coaster days, and I barely had 3,000 subscribers. But what really kind of got me going with it was, there was this little German YouTuber, and he's still active, and his name was Adfo. Like, I've had to cuss him out in, you know, like in front of everybody before. And they gave him a key, and he had like 1,200 subscribers and like, you know, 80 view videos and stuff. And they gave, but of course, like Delaney and them, he had went to every show that Frontier had. Like, this guy had met Bo and Ed and all of them in person, so it made sense. He went to the shows. He lived in Germany. He went to Gamescom. He went to all of their, like, when Frontier did their expo, he was there. But I just thought, like, as far as if we're making this a coverage number type thing, I'm like, I get more views than this guy, and I have more subs than he does. But he got a key, and he was pretty freaking, him and the little Free the Bear guy were really critical of Frontier. Like, shit on Frontier every video with about how they're doing stuff wrong with Planet Coaster, and, you know, and I was just like, he gets a key. He got one. This guy, like, shits on you all every 7 or 8 days when they put out a new video. But you don't have one for me this go around. I just thought, like, I mean, come on. Like, at that point, I had worked with them for 3 years, ever since Planet Coaster come out. And so that was the only time where Frontier and I had, like, an awkward vibe going. Other than that, I never had an issue with them. But that was what always kind of stuck out in my head. And that's why, like, when you hear Claire and them making fun of, or like if they say something about, oh, did Estienne not get a Jurassic World Evolution key? That is where that comes from. But the new people there, Dalia, Tim, Holly. Holly is like the big PR boss. Like, she's like the lead on that. And I've never had problems with Dalia or any of them. Anytime I've asked for, like, hey, can you help me out? Or So they've been pretty cool. We had our little Jurassic World evolution hiccup. Well, that's right, Bold, and Meerkat Gate. Meerkat Gate though was more like I was kind of having more fun with it because you guys were so riled up about it. Like that was kind of one of those things where I was halfway, you know, joking, halfway serious. But that was just more like joking fun. What Bold's talking about is like when every creator in the Planet Zoo community got a meerkat plushie but me. Like they were given, this will be their like one of their little gates. That was one of those deals where people got meerkat plushies that were like surprised that they got meerkat plushies. Like they're like, oh, okay. Look what Frontier sent me. Who's Frontier again? Oh, okay. They're make a zoo game. Like Twitch streamers and stuff, like just randomly were getting meerkat plushies, and they were like, oh, okay. Well, this is cool. I think the community was more mad than I was. Bold had my back on that. Bold straight up said, why didn't Estan get a meerkat plushie? Like, what is wrong with you all? Remember, Leaf was actually going to send me one. Now remember, you guys I know this is kind of like a fancy little entrance. You guys got to keep me in check with this. Because we are talking, you know, like farmhouse. Like little private farm. I mean, obviously the people are going to have money, but they're not, you know, we're not talking like Animal Kingdom Suyana here. Hey, what's up, Herman? My little nerd. Bold actually named this zoo. Remember, it was Bold that said, name it Little Creek. We're actually doing this just to troll Lion Rider. Lion Rider's like, I swear to God, Estan, if you do one more zoo and you have a creek in the name, it is over. You guys like that font? That's cool. It's tiny. I wonder if Bold was actually serious about naming this Little Creek, though. Like, do you all really want to name this something else, or do you like Little Creek? It's called Little Creek, and I will cut you if you change it. Okay, okay. Little Creek it is. It kind of reminds me of Littlefoot. You guys ever watch The Land Before Time growing up? Remember Littlefoot? And Sarah? And Spike? Oh, no, 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 no. And Littlefoot's grandparents? Yeah, I may have heard of it. You know, I've kind of heard a mixed bag about Batman. Like, you know, some people are like, they're acting like he is like not wanting to be Batman. So I don't know. I'm not really into the Batman, or the superhero movies. I watched Endgame for the first time, like, over the fall. That was pretty cool. But I'm just not really a big Marvel, DC, just not my thing. But Endgame was pretty cool. I like Doctor Strange. His whole little thing that's a pretty interesting character. That's a pretty interesting little guy. Not really into the Spider-Man or anything either, really. You know what I want to do too with this project is really just try to take our time and not rush it to get episodes out or anything like that. Like, I just want it to be, we work on it when we feel like it, and it progresses however fast it progresses. That's kind of how I want to go with this. We just have to be thinking lower budget. Not non-existent budget, like the animals aren't getting fed, but like just, a little more subdued than even like a Lost Creek and stuff like that. Do I not have the free build mod? No. But I don't mind the free build mod, because I think the free build mod is one of those that where even if I use it and you all don't have it, it won't affect you being able to get in here. Because that's what I was telling them, Bold, like before you got here. I want to try to keep this as mod neutral as I can, just in case I bring Cybers in to help me, or Simply Savannah, one of those creators that don't dabble in mods. I don't want to just start using mods right at the beginning and that counts any of them out. Like, I don't even know if we'll bring anybody in or if they'll even want to, but I don't want to get too mod crazy on this yet. At least until we're farther into it and it's towards the the end of its cycle. But I don't think the free build mod, because remember, Leaf used the free build mod inside of Lost Creek to build the bottom where the penguins are, and I didn't have it, but I was still able to load into the game. I was still able to load into the map. That'd be one thing that would be cool if that ASCE could do, if there was some way that it would still let people that didn't have your mod downloaded into the park. That would be cool. Guys, my new wallpaper for behind my computer desk, it's supposed to get here tomorrow, and this thing, it may be even too nerdy, like even for you all. Like you guys are probably gonna make fun of me for this, because it is it's gonna be pretty nerdy. It's like a starship. Like my whole wall is gonna look like out into space, so that's kind of like looking back at Earth. And the whole wall is going to be like, it's like my office is looking out of a spaceship, like a space station window. Ah, okay, so that's cool. Free build does not affect you all being able to load in. That's cool. And one thing I've got to remember with this zoo, like Remnant and J-Ash and Wyatt Workshop are masters of, is not forgetting the different terrain levels. Like I am such like one track, like one mind focused when we start zoos and making them all on the same level. Like you'll notice like Pine Creek, Lost Creek, Suyana, it is all completely flat. You ever notice that? Like all of my zoos are always built flat. And Remnant and those guys are always thinking on like, you know, let's raise this, let's build this overlook out on a higher, and it just always looks so cool. But yeah, before, like, we're not even gonna move on to the farmhouse until we get this entrance looking kind of how I want it. Hey, but at least you guys will get to say you got to see the start of Lost Creek. We weren't even planning to do this. Claire's like, why don't you just do a little one-off build? Like, Claire knows when I'm not feeling something. Like, we jumped in with the intention of doing Suyana, but kind of just flying around a little bit, I was like, let's try something else. Ba-dow, bow. Ba-dow, bow. Well, did y'all end up having a good weekend? We got a lot done. Like, I cannot complain. I didn't get a lot of gaming in this weekend, but yesterday we just buckled down and we got that garage knocked out. Like, we just been going in and out of there, like, ever since I got home. Just looking at it. So sacrificed my Saturday for some gaming, but it just feels good not to have to worry about that now. Like, the garage is picked up. No boxes. We pretty much got rid of everything we wanted to get rid of. There's still a little bit of crap down there that we have to go through, but it is so much more manageable now than it was. So much more manageable. I was very busy working this weekend, 9 a.m. to midnight shifts. Ooh. My buddy Jeff at work, he pulled a double this weekend. He worked on Friday. He worked from 4 p.m. until 8 a.m. So he pulled 16 hours. That guy's like a machine, though. He loves it. He loves the overtime. Like, sometimes we have to make him, like, we're like, Jeff, don't trade with anybody this week, man. You need some sleep. Because, sometimes, somebody has to work 4 to 12 on a Friday, and Jeff calls them and says, hey, you want me to just come in at 4? I can take your shift. And they're like, hell yeah. So sometimes, though, we got to step in and, like, stop them. We're like, okay, stop. Do not keep doing that to him. If he asks you, you tell him you can't. Or, sometimes they'll ask him, hey, Jeff, you want to cover my Saturday? And Jeff, he's just like, well, I'm already coming in at midnight, but yeah, I can cover it for you. Got a patch coming for Sim 4 Wedding Stories. Yeah, I heard that was a botch when it first come out. What was it, last week? Guess they had a lot of problems with bugs in it, and just, I don't know if it just wasn't what people were expecting or what kind of happened with it, but it did not sound too good going into this weekend. But yeah, I heard that they have some fixes coming for it. It's kind of weird, It's you always think, like, when those happen, you always just think to yourself, did anybody play test this? Like, what do you guys usually, honestly, tell me what, like, 'cause some of you guys know a lot more about this than I do. But what's wrong, like, if I say, if a game release or a launch flops, like when I say, what happened with QA, or like what did they do to not see this? Because, you know, sometimes I'm like, did they let like 2 people play this? Like, how was this not caught? Or am I looking at it way too more simple than it is? Because, I mean, you think like quality assurance people, I mean, or do the quality assurance people tell them, guys, this isn't going to work? They're like, we couldn't even barely get this to run. And then the studio is like, we're putting it out anyway. We have to release this quarter. And then QA's like, okay, well, I tried to warn you. So many issues with that new Sims pack. Nah, EA rests too easy on not having any competition in Life Sim. Well, you know, too, maybe that's where Paralives will step in and help. You know, I love the concept of Paralives, but don't you see that being one of those things where, like, EA steps in to sue them? Like, just because? I mean, literally, just because, like, there's no way that team of 12 people on a Patreon budget could, like, compete with EA lawyers. Like, I mean, you know, just being a realist here. I mean, not, you know, not even having to have a strong case, but just the monetary backing that EA lawyers would have to just go after this little Paralives team and effectively shut them down. You know, that kind of scares me with all the awesomeness that Paralives like has coming. It's like you can just see EA could be like nitpicking and be like, well, that's stealing, you know, that's stealing one of our patented systems. And I think that already kind of happened to him a little bit with the, like something to do with the sliders. Remember when Paralives character creator originally had a slider mechanism. Well, apparently some game, they never told us who it was, but I'm assuming it was EA, holds some kind of patent on character sliding, like that technology, and they had to change it. And I'm just wondering if that is the start of EA picking on Paralives. Like, you know, you guys think that could happen? When EA is in the picture, it's best to throw all logic out the window. Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me. They've already had to be careful with the Paramaker, making sure it doesn't have the click and drag adjustments. Yeah, see, Bold, that's what they were talking about. Like, I think EA has already been on their case about some of the Paramaker features. And so you just wonder, like, man, I bet you EA is even, like, EA probably has people subscribed to their Patreon just to keep up with what's coming out and what they're trying, you know it? I wouldn't put it past them. EA will be on top of the Paralives project like a paper plate in a sandstorm. They will you know, they're going to keep up with that and what's happening. And I just see EA using any kind of legal maneuver they can if they think something looks too similar to one of their techniques, you know. Hey, what's up, Argzu? We've been running for about an hour and a half. And you might have noticed this is not Suyana. We ended up coming up with some different plans. Sometimes that's just how we roll, though, you know? We come up with different little ideas, and we just gotta roll with it. Can't put it off. And remember, guys, the whole idea with this is a like a family farm type vibe. So this is like a Little Creek is a private like ranch, if you will, and they've got a little zoo back here. And this, what we're building on right now is the entrance road that comes up to their property. And, you know, it's open to the public, you know, just on the weekends or whatever. And you can come up and see the animals and see the farm. Come see the animals. I like adding the little VFX like this because, you know, it just kind of, it gives a little life to the creek. Like, see how it, like, you know, we really kind of plays with your eye, like the water is really flowing towards us. Oh crap, it's dance break. I'm going to work through the dance break because it's already 10:06, so we'll probably give this till 10:30 and I got to go ahead and run, but dance break time. There's your dance break. Good Sunday night dance break. Need to have Bold get me some good custom little creek signs or archways and stuff to go up through here. That'd be cool. Oh yeah, Herman's hip replacement's coming up. Everybody wish Herman good luck on that and good thoughts. Are you still sending Claire that package of sweet mayo? Miracle Help or something? Yes, I need to. I gotta get that going. We have got to get that out to Claire. I'm the world's worst at packages. Don't take it personal, Claire. It took Silver Fox like 6 months to get his magnet. Speaking of, I still have to send out the ODaddy magnets for the members. Remember, if you haven't DM'd me, if you've changed addresses or if you've moved, and you're a member, send me your new address. I think this would be a cool little drive up. As long as the creek doesn't overflow on you. What do they say? Like if you come up to an area, like turn around, don't drown. If you come up to an area of water that looks too questionable or like it looks too deep, that's what the little signs around here say, turn around, don't drown. Turn around, don't drown. Should use some of the moss decals on the pond. Makes great duckweed. Ah. I wonder if Drew's going to be upset that I named another zoo after a creek. I think Drew's probably playing D&D tonight. Whenever you hear me say tonight, I'm making fun of my sister-in-law. I'm like, Kelly, it's tonight. It's not tie a knot. She's like, yeah, tonight. You know, tonight. I'm like, tonight. Yeah, tonight. She was always be one of those people, though, that would be like if Casey or something was picking on her, she'd be like, stop it. That used to aggravate the crap out of me. Quit it. Freaking stop. It's always just this long, drawn out tunnel. If you grew up where I grew up, it's pronounced crick. Yeah, go down to the crick. Oh, D&D get canceled? You can't be canceling D&D matches. That's what I was telling Savannah when she was like, "Oh, we're just gonna one of the guys has something to do, so we're gonna pick it up again next week." I'm like, you're going down a slippery slope when you're canceling D&D nights, because people can start losing interest. That's why our little D&D thing, I think, lasted for so long. But of course, too, it's one of those things where it was bad, but the pandemic was on our side because it was at the middle of the lockdown. So Beyond Drew, Mass Bandit, Geekism, and Race Car and Duct Tape, we played for like 8 months in a row. Like, we did not miss a Sunday for a good 8 or 9 months. And we finally missed when the Super Bowl came back around and Mass Bandit was hosting a Super Bowl party at his house. And we missed for that. Like, that was our first, okay, we're going to take off. We're not doing it this Sunday. The Super Bowl's coming. And then, like, we come back and we did it. And then, like, a week later, I think either Jaunty or Duct Tape had something going on, had to stop again. And then I had something come up, and it was like, as soon as the Super Bowl got here and we missed that one weekend, D&D for me was like, it was over. I was just like, you can't skip with D&D playing with people on the internet. Can't skip. You gotta do whatever you can do to show up and make it work. But they eventually got it back together. Like, I think those guys, they might possibly still be playing that same campaign that I was playing in as The Rock. I was a half man, half ogre. That was in Mass Bandit's world, Immelted. Mast was our DM. Jaunty's a good DM too. We played, we did like a really quick little one-off with him. It was just like 2 weeks worth, and he had a good little story going. I had a lot of fun with that with his too. But yeah, the breaks will kill an internet D&D match. Last summer, my friend was river floating and got in trouble for not having a life jacket. Later that day, she got caught on an underwater log trying to untick the float and almost drowned. That's freaking scary. Yeah, that is not good. See what this kind of looks like just with a little fence going up through here, because probably wouldn't want cars just being able to come right up through here and drive off into the creek. What do I think the next DLC will be, if not birds? I'm still thinking like rainforest animal pack. South American rainforest. Whatever it is, for some reason, I have animal pack on my mind. I just keep going back to, this is going to be an animal pack. I'd love for it not to be. Same. But, you know. Man, I should play some PZ tomorrow. Do you think you're going to have time tomorrow to put some hours in? Oh, speaking of, what is today? The 6th? So, let's see, 7th, 8th. No, it's next week. Next week, guys, I'm going to be off on Thursday and Friday. I'm taking 2 vacation days. So, one of those days, we'll stream some Planet Zoo during the day. Because Saturday I'm going down. Well, I'm taking. I originally took off Thursday and Friday because the Settlers was supposed to release. Remember, and they come out and they've pushed the Settlers back. They haven't even given us a release date now. It's just they said the game needs more work. Blah blah blah. We'll let you know more as we know more. And so that was kind of the end of that. but I still haven't canceled the vacation for it, so I think I'm still gonna take it. And if I do, we'll stream some Planet Zoo during the day. But remember, the Settlers is no longer releasing on the 17th. So that's why I was like, do I save the vacation days? Do I just cancel that? You know, what should I? But I'm like, just keep it. Makes bold a pour. No doubt, that is an expensive business our little buddy Bold is in. All right, guys, well, I guess this is where I'll leave you to it. I'll get us a little screenshot right here for the Instagrams and the tweet watchers. And so at least let people know kind of what we're doing. Let them see. We started on Little Creek. And I think our little koala exhibit will work even with this. Bold, did you get a chance to see my little low budget koala house? This is going to be like my first exhibit. At the farm. I don't know where we'll put it, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like. Isn't this kind of cooler, low budget for you? Or like believable farm budget? This will be their little play yard. Isn't this cool? This is a little indoor park. So yeah, this will be on the farm somewhere. Gotta have some little rescued koalas. This came out pretty cool. This is a pretty cool little start. But anyways, guys, yeah, I'm gonna run. Just kind of wanted to jump in and let you guys know I was still around. I just haven't had a lot of Planet Zoo time or inspiration lately, but I think this could get us back in it. No matter what the new pack is, we're kind of involved now, aren't we? We are kind of involved with this farm now. Little Creek Ranch. We'll see how it goes. See if we can make anything out of it. Yeah, it is, Silver Fox. But alright, guys. I'll yell at y'all later. Remember, don't forget, we're going to try to stream some Jurassic World Evolution 2 this week, too. Thanks, Claire. Yeah, get back to work, Jay. See you, Bold. See you, Cypress. Old Country, Herman. Be careful, Carlisle. I'll catch you nerds later.